So, 4th of July is coming up. It's one of the times of the year to where I can just easily grab one of these little fireworks and do something with it. So, I got me a pack of these two little rocket firework thingies that are, well, how should I say, chase you around the yard and then blow up in your face. These things rarely go off right half the time. So I thought, okay, what can I do to make this thing a little more safer to launch? So here's what I've done. Basically, I converted it into just a standard rocket. Now for this version, I just ripped off the actual part that explodes and whatnot, which is actually right here. This is the part that has all the explosive stuff, like the little stars and all the other stuff you see from this thing whenever you launch it off, and if it somehow actually takes off in the air. I removed it to test this simple design. Basically, all I did is I just elongated the body and just left everything else pretty much alone. The only other thing I'm probably going to do to this thing is add some little finnage to the fins to make it so this thing can spin when it's in the air. And I'm also hoping to retrieve this section here, that way so I can keep the fins and put the fins on something else. Mainly, I just want to see if I'm capable of converting this into an actual working model rocket. And since it's currently storming outside, I won't be able to do it today, but hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to actually shoot the second half of this video, and in theory it should go off without a hitch, but these things are very finicky when it comes to being launched. So yeah. Alright, so it's the next day. I'm gonna be testing this thing out in a little while. I just want to hop in and show what exactly I did to this thing since the last part. As you can tell, I added a little bit of string here because this part here basically give me a second. Doing this one-handed is always a pain in the butt. Since it's basically capable of doing this, I don't think the report or whatever it's called is powerful enough to actually get this part to eject off. But I added a little piece of string, hot glued it to here, then hot glued it to here, of course, just in case that the report is powerful enough to eject this section. But also what I did, give me a second, I'm going to put this back on. Also what I did is I also added a little extra bit of finish for stabilization, and I added a little bit of a kink to the ends, that way so when this thing's in the air, in theory it should spin, more or less keeping this thing straight, because these things when they launch can be basically these things will chase you around the whole yard if you're unlucky. And I'm trying to stop that from happening by having this finish and making the thing a little bit more longer, like an actual rocket. So, like I said, I really haven't done any modifications to these firework rockets, so this is the first time me actually trying something like this. I've made standard old model rockets out of this crap before with actual rocket engines like this. Speaking of which, this rocket engine here is quite a few years old, and it's still in full working order. But yeah. In a little while, I'm going to go outside, light the thing, and run like hell, and hope to God that this thing actually launches correctly. Well, I got an audience today. Well, I had an audience. It's probably best for them to run anyways. That includes you too, Bandit. Oh! Rest in peace, Rocket.
That didn't work very well.
No, it did not. It backfired.
You didn't have it in backwards?
No.
Well, you got your fins back, maybe.
Yeah, I got everything back. But yeah, the thing absolutely backfired. It technically flew. Oh, the plastic got wrecked. Gotta find a new one of those.
Don't leave it there.
Now I gotta figure out what I want to do with this.
That's getting good.
Now I'm gonna use it for something.
Don't leave that crap laying there.
You think I don't know that? Well, didn't expect that, did I? Alright, so the joke just hit me after I stopped recording. I just replicated what it's like to be in North Korea. So, with that said, this needs to be renamed to North Korea Rockets. Clearly shown by the first part of this video. It quite literally went up like a North Korean rocket. Without the explosion and death part. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to record myself popping this sucker apart, showing you what's inside. For those that are wanting to know, here's a nose cone just held in by cheap ass glue. And all I do is I just go. Here's the part that I basically remove. This is the part that has all the explosive air stuff. So I just put that away. Then I just remove the body, as so. Then we're left with this, which is the engine, and the little finnage. I remove, or at least I try to remove this because this is not needed. It's only a bracer for the explosive part. Something for the explosives to rest upon, because this actually isn't needed for the rocket to actually shoot off. Okay, and I also use it to mount the nose cone, so it actually does serve a purpose. So I just gotta remove it. The last rocket I took apart, which is the one you just saw explode, it wasn't this difficult to remove this section right here. But I think due to it being impossible to remove, I'm just going to see if I can put this. No, I cannot. So let's see, how do I want to do this? I'll just go and angle grind this down. I'll be right back. Alright, so I angle grinded it. It should now more or less easily slip over. And yes, it does. Simple, easy fix. Just angle grinded it. Now I just gotta find a way to attach the nose cone to this. And I think what I'll do is I'll just wrap some, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap some duct tape around here. Wrap some duct tape around this to make an area to where I can put more duct tape. And then I'm just going to duct tape the nose cone on. That way, so if this thing does explode again, all it does is just go and it pops off. But overall, hopefully this one will actually work. So I'll come back when I get the whole thing put together. Well, here's version 2 of my North Korean rocket. And I'm pretty sure it's going to explode on a pad like the last one. I really do want this thing to get up in the air because I want to see if it's possible to convert one of these standard Firework rockets into a more safe rocket to launch. Granted, like I said, I removed the actual secondary charge that has all the little stars, gunpowder, and whatnot that makes the thing make the thing an actual firework. So, gonna go outside again and light this thing and back up a little bit more faster this time because I kind of think it will explode again. Alright, so now I got an audience of 1. Hey footsies, you might want to run away. Hot damn, it worked! It didn't go that high. Then again, I did replicate what it's like to be in North Korea. Huh. It's completely reusable too. I just gotta hollow out this section right here. Huh. Oh, I see what this is. This is just a stopper that goes inside the rocket. The actual engine itself is right in here. Interesting.